Oh my god, bro.
We know it, we love it, our dreams are haunted by it. Hydrogen! Hydrogen has a symbol H on the periodic table, an atomic number of 1, and an atomic mass of 1.00784. A neutral atom has 1 positive proton, 0 negative neutrons, and 1 negative electron. It's also very unique for its properties. So unique, in fact, that it has no family! And I can see why. This element is a gas at room temperature and is colorless, odorless, and tasteless. However, hydrogen can make itself present in the form of a liquid. It's very difficult to actually get since the melting point is negative 259.20 degrees Celsius and the boiling point is negative 252.77 degrees Celsius. But as for the density, it's 0.0861 grams per solid centimeter squared and 0.07099 grams per liquid centimeter squared. This orphaned element also has a variety of reactions, like reacting with many elements to make aptly named hydroxides. It's also very famously reacts to oxygen to make water. That's why it's called hydrogen. Hydro for water, gen for make. Speaking of, the person who discovered this was some old rich sod named Henry Cavendish in 1776. He discovered it in his private lab located in London of Great Old Britain. Remember, kids, you can't actually be important to anything in history unless you're rich as sin! But even those who aren't richer than sin are also fans of this orphaned water maker. And that's because hydrogen is still quite useful when it's not part of water, because according to Britannica, hydrogen is used to modify food, such as, unsaturated vegetable and animal oils, as well as fats, are hydrogenated to make margarine and vegetable sweetening. On top of that, scientists also use liquid hydrogen, not water, to cool things down, which does make sense. After all, a melting point of negative 200 degrees means it's gonna be cold. It's also used as rocket fuel due to flammability, and I actually find this pretty funny. I mean, think about it. Water made of hydrogen and oxygen, and yet it's good at putting out fires, even though the things that make it are extremely flammable. But many ask, where does one find hydrogen? Well, if you include any of the compounds it makes, you get... The reason the map looks like this is because hydrogen is part of water, and water is part of the earth. It's a big part of it. Of course, that's not all too useful if we want raw, strong hydrogen. As such, people nowadays use steam methane reforming. Simply put, we use very high temperature steam and make it react to a methane source like a natural gas. With a catalyst, this makes hydrogen as well as some carbon monoxide and dioxide. Looks like we're done.